Alright, hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to do a quick video, give you a little backstory on these videos, real quick. As you can see, kind of a robust fellow. So I was looking for something that I could do, exercising with the wife, things that I could do for myself during the COVID and everything, that would allow me to exercise, allow me to get out of the house, yet not have to wear a mask or have to be in a lot of contact with people. Metal detecting was one of the things that I came up with. This is my pupper dog, Aber dog. Metal detecting is one of the things that I came up with. It gets me out walking, helps me with losing weight, helps me with doing a lot of things that I want to do in order to get back into health again. And I've actually had a lot of fun with it. I've been doing it for a little while, but I wanted to do like a little gear thing, things you might need as a person doing metal detecting. Some of the stuff that I have is kind of top of the line. Some of the stuff that I have is bottom of the line. It doesn't require you to put a lot of money into it. It does require you to put a little bit of effort and walk around and do a little bit of research when you're doing your metal detecting, depending on what you find. What you want to find, I should say. So I'm going to kind of explain some of the stuff that I use, why I use some of the stuff I use, and we'll just try and keep the video moving, and we'll see where we end up. So first I'm going to start off with this. This is my actual metal detector. It's a Garrett AT Pro Max. I love it. It's perfect in every way that I can think of. Here you can see all of the buttons and the different things that you can do with it. It's all the different settings for the metal detector. One of the great things about this thing is super light. It's all aluminum frame, very ergonomically built, so that as you're swinging and walking through stuff, it's very simple to use. I'll talk a little bit about the first coil here. This first coil is what they call a 6-inch coil. And this 6-inch coil, what it does is, the bigger the coil, the deeper it goes. The smaller the coil is more used for pinpointing. And when we get that far, I'll start talking about, and these are sniper coils here. Once you find a target, then you go to your sniper coil and you can use it to pinpoint your target and find your target a little bit better, but we'll talk about that when we get to that far. The thing with this coil, whatever you find will be located within this circle here. And then you use this center one where you can see my finger pointing out of here as your targeting point. So as you're using it and you're sweeping with it, you'll be sweeping with it like this. You'll get beep, 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 beep. And you put that triangle or that square on the target, and that's where you're going to dig to find your item. Now, if you're swinging beep, 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 but you really can't find it, that's when you're going to change to the other coil that I was talking about. These are called sniper coils. It's a smaller coil. It's pretty simple to use. As you can see, it's just got one little cable, and where the attaching lug is at the bottom there, you use it there. So you would unscrew it here. You would screw this one in, unscrew the attaching lug there, screw this one in. Now what these are used for is when you're in like high trash areas, you find something with your big coil, but you're in a high trash area, and when I say high trash area, that means it has a lot of pop can lids, it has a lot of aluminum cans, maybe a lot of beer tabs. You're at a park. People that's their trash behind their gum wrappers, which are really big for setting your metal detector off because of the tin on the outside of the gum wrapper. Pop lids, beer tab lids, all kinds of different things like that. So you find an item with that, but you really can't figure out where it's at for sure. that's when you would switch over to the sniper coil. The sniper coil will help you track down your target. It limits it to the little 4-inch area or 3-inch area, the size of this little coil here, and makes it easier for you to find. So once we've actually found our target and we're wanting to dig it up, we have a couple different options. Now I brought 2 different options on the table here just because I like both of these as options. The first one I picked up at Lowe's. It's called a Root Assassin, and it really is. When you dig with this thing, it cuts roots, it cuts everything that's in the way. You see the serrated edges on this thing. It's actually made like a saw blade, and it'll literally cut the roots all apart so you can get to whatever you're trying to get after. It's really handy. It's not too long, and it's not too short. For me, it's perfect. With me and I have lymphedema, really bad lymphedema in my legs, so it's hard for me to pick up and put my legs down. Another reason why I'm getting out and doing this, it forces me to do it. But as you're digging stuff up, this thing is really awesome for getting through that stuff that you're trying to get through so you can get to the target that you're actually looking for. Back when I was a younger man and I was doing this, this was a really great tool because this allowed you to make smaller holes, less abrasive to the area that you're. There's a common courtesy if you dig it up. If it's trash, you take it with you. If it's a treasure, you take it with you, and you always cover your hole back up. And you always try and dig, especially if you're digging like in a grass area or something like that. You always try and dig so you pull a plug out, and the plug can go back in, and it looks like you've never been there. But this one was really good for that because you could dig small holes around the target that you were looking for and get stuff out. This is made by Garrett. It's part of the Garrett pack that I bought. And I'll be explaining some more of the stuff that is part of the Garrett pack that I bought. I think I got $800 in all of my stuff. But there are cheaper versions out there that can get you out there and get you working and metal detecting and finding stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff to be found. Here in Colorado, we do a lot of gold nugget metal detecting as well. There's still small gold nuggets to be found around here. Everything hasn't been taken away, but it's pretty few and far between that you would find a gold nugget. One of my favorite tools, everybody calls it the Carrot. This is made by Garrett, and this is a pinpointer. So, what we would use this for is we found a target with our metal detector, either using our 6-inch coil or our 4-inch coil. We've dug it up, but yet it's either too small to see. I don't want to say too small to see. It's either the same color as the dirt that we're digging in, so we can't find it as well because, you know, like a dime gets in the dirt, it tends to take the color of the dirt that it's in. Or something, generally what we find around here is coins and stuff like that. So most of the coins will take the color of the dirt that we find around here. So what happens is we found our target with using our metal detector, either using the big coil or the small coil. We've dug it up in either fashion that we have to, but we still can't find it. It's somewhere in that dirt clump. There's 2 different ways that we can do it. This is a little prospector scoop. I do a lot of, I don't know what you would really call it, Sunday afternoon gold mining, I guess you would call it. I have a lot of fun with it. We still haven't found any substantial gold, but we have found some. But basically what this is so you can scoop your material out of your bucket and run it through your sluice box. And I'll I might do some videos on that later on. Right now I'm just trying to get started into this and see if anybody's gonna enjoy what I'm doing, and see if we're gonna keep going with it. So I thought I brought a coin down here, but I guess I didn't. Basically what would happen is we would take the dirt, we would throw it in the little scoop here, turn on our pinpointer, and we can pinpoint stuff inside here. If we don't get a mark, like if we're over here, everything's got metal in it. Oh wait a minute. My head's got metal in it too. Oh, wow. But anyway, we'd take a scoop of dirt, we'd run the pinpointer over it. Our item's in here. We know that everything that our piece that we're looking for is inside here. If it's not, we would just take the dirt, we'd throw it away, and we'd go to the next scoop until we found what we were looking for. Pinpointers, super handy, love them. See if we can get it to turn off. I don't want to set it down turned on because there's so much metal on the table that it'll just keep going off and we won't be able to hear anything. Alright, well, I'll just set it over here for right now so it's not any metal. Got a wood box right there that my nephew made for me. So the next thing we're going to kind of look at is some of the digging tools that you can use. A lot of times when we're out and we're doing what they call crevicing, little tools like this are really good. It's just like a little pickaxe hammer, real cheap. You can buy them any hardware store. So you can dig, or you can use the point to clear out the crevice. Then you can check it with the pinpointer or check it with the sniper coil on your metal detector. This is just a different style of scraper that we use. Sometimes I use these because you can use it to break up the rock next to it. You can get a little deeper in the crevice. For those of you who don't know, gold has a really heavy specific gravity, so it always goes to the lowest point in the crack. So the lower you can get in the crack, the better chance of finding gold you'll have. So sometimes you need a little hammer to break it up, and then you can scrape it out with the little point. This I thought was a really cool deal. These are Bluetooth headphones for my metal detector. So they have an open mode and they have a Bluetooth mode. So I can Bluetooth and put the headphones on if I'm like at a park where there's much kid playing, but I want to be able to hear my machine. I can go to the Bluetooth mode, put the headsets on, and still keep metal detecting without making a lot of noise and interrupting other people's parties or doing whatever they're doing, and I can still hear what I'm doing, and they're not interrupting what I'm doing. So it's a really convenient add-on to my metal detector. That kind of covers everything. I just wanted to do a really fast, kind of down and dirty, the kind of gear I use, the kind of stuff I use. I'm going to put this video out, and we're going to see how it does on YouTube. I do have an official YouTube now, Obone67 at youtube.com. Go and check it out. I will be putting this video up as soon as I can. I got to do some research on it and figure out how to get it up there the best way that I know how. And I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, there'll be a remarks down at the bottom where you can actually leave your remarks and maybe give me some ideas. If you're in Colorado Springs or the Colorado Springs area, maybe you can tell me some places to go metal detecting where I can find cool stuff. That would be really awesome. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you later.